Hi, I'm A10K, and today we will be going over the meat rotting pandemic and what to do if you come in the vicinity of a meat drainer, symptoms that you yourself are becoming a sack drainer, and some of the causes of being a meat rotter, and also how to get being a meat gargler out of your system. Now, I want to start with what to do if you're in the vicinity of a meat drainer. First things first, wear a mask. This should stop the meat rotting from getting into your airways and should prevent any meat rotting particles from getting into your system. Next, wear gloves. Now, coming in contact with a meat drainer can be very dangerous, and hand-to-hand contact can definitely result in fatal cock stroking, so gloves are very important. Next, stay at least 20 feet away from a cock rotter, because anywhere within 1 to 19 feet, you are in danger of possibly catching this disease. It's very contagious, and being anywhere near or around a meat rotter can result in horrible symptoms and can even result into getting no bitches. Now next, I want to get into the symptoms of meat rotting. Starting off the list is actually thinking someone you're meat rotting can do no wrong. Next, acting very odd when you see the person you're meat rotting in public. Next, always standing 10 toes with your cockmaster. Next, copying how the person you're meat rotting dresses. Next, copying the person you're meat rotting slang. Next, copying the person you're meat rotting and their actual habits. Next, trying to live or mimic the person you are meat rotting. If you or anyone you know struggle from any of these symptoms, get help immediately. And if you notice someone does every single thing I just named, get them to an ER as fast as possible to get the dick rotting removed out of their system. Now next, I want to talk about causes of meat rotting. Starting off the list is lack of a dad. Not having a dad in your life can lead to having no man directing you in the right direction, which can lead to deadly levels of meat gagging. After that is lack of talking to women. Talking to no females can lead to some of the worst levels of meat rotting known to mankind. Vagina is very important when it comes to not being a meat rotter. Now, next I would say is lack of having a life. Not going outside and getting some fresh air every once in a while can lead to the absolute worst of the worst cases of meat rotting. In some cases, meat rotting can even be transferred into your system if you're not careful. Once again, you can literally breathe in meat rotting being too close to another sack drainer, and these symptoms can be deadly. Now, if you do have any symptoms or you are worried that you may or may not be a meat rotter, I'm going to give you 3 ways to cure this disease expeditiously. Now, ways to get meat draining out of your system. Results may vary and is not the same for everyone, but begin by talking to women. This has a 92% success rate, but some men cannot overcome their obsession with another man, although a female is in their life. Now again, results may vary, because I have seen men, even with their girlfriend, fanboy over a man with their girlfriend right next to them. So I'm not going to say that this is a 100% working thing, but again, 92% of the time is good enough for me. Now, if you talk to a girl and you still cannot overcome your disease of meat rotting, then the next step is this: a stern, unprotected uppercut from A10K. Now, these have a 97% success rate. A lot of men don't like to walk around with their jaws broke, and sometimes an uppercut from A10K can shift your brain back to normal. But even an uppercut from A10K has failed numerous times, and men have continued to live with penis in their tummy. Now, if the first 2 steps don't work, next thing would have to be is rehab. The first step is realizing you're a 99 overall meat demolisher, and think of ways you may be able to overcome this addiction with meat rotting. A lot of people tend to go through unbearable withdrawals, and some symptoms of trying to stop meat rotting cold turkey include cold sweats, itching, inability to sleep, and agitation. Now, if you try all 3 of those ways to get it out of your system and it does not work, I'm afraid to say that you were born and put on this earth to be a man's cheerleader, and that is a talk you will have to have with God himself at the pearly gates. Now, I hope that you listened very closely to all the things I just said, and you yourself can prevent astronomical levels of meat gargling. Be careful out here around too many meat drainers and stay protected. I'm A10K, and please be safe.